I was brought up in a Church of England family, went to Sunday school. My father's quite religious. He wasn't until he was about 26, I believe, maybe 28, and he went to a Billy Graham crusade and was converted with my mum. My mum did the usual thing, which is after about 6 months started to, wean off it a little bit. My father never did, and is incredibly religious and goes to church every week, and in fact has done almost sort of missionary work after he retired as an accountant. So I was brought up with a very strict Protestant view of what God is and our place next to God. And that consisted of some deity, a guy with a beard, telling us what to do, marking us on our behaviour, and hopefully granting us entrance into heaven. I think around about 14 or 15 was when I started to kind of, and I by the way, I fully bought it. I would say I was a born-again Christian. And I remember at the time, in fact, someone saying to me, most of you who are here at church, by the time you're 21, 22, will fall away from this. And it's a sad fact, but very few will stay on that narrow path. And I remember thinking, there's no way I'll be one of those. There's no way. I'm not going to fall away. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be one of those. And I have. But funnily enough, I probably feel like the path to discovering why we're here, who we are, what it's all about, is truly a narrow path. I don't think many people follow it. But around 14 or 15 was when I thought my father's idea and this church's idea of what God is just doesn't make sense. How can only 5% of the world be admitted into heaven under these laws? Why is it that they're largely wealthy white people are the only people sort of heading there? When I was 15, say, or 16, every time I put forward the question, it would either come back to me as, well, the Bible says, or have faith. You just have to have faith. And so around about that age, I thought, it's not good enough for me. The idea of just have faith. If I have a question, I should feel sated. I do believe there is an element of faith to life. There's an element of God is unexplainable. It is a concept that you can't put into words. I mean, I think a really interesting idea to make a documentary and ask people what they think what God is, because I don't believe you can actually explain it. Because we want to have some grasp of who we are and where we stand, but no one can actually say it because it's beyond words. It's an experience. God is an experience. Sorry, mate, I feel like you want to ask me questions. And I'll keep going.
I think you're making a lot of sense.
But I meditate. I was introduced to meditation about 15 years ago, and I meditate twice a day. And if I ever feel close to knowing what God is, it's somewhere in the boundary of that half-hour period, twice a day when I meditate.